Okay. When you create your account, this is the first place you'll go. And what you'll want to do is go to your class manager. You're going to want to create a new class, give it a title. Okay. My class, you can give it a time. You'll want to keep it, you got to think how many students do you have? I actually usually want to make sure I have enough for 30. And you want to keep it public because more than likely you'll have students go ahead and sign up on their own. You can describe it. Okay. And then you're going to create a class. Okay, so you will then go into your class. And up here, we need to get some students in this class. You can add students manually. If they already have a QuizStar account, you just put in their current username. If you need to add them, you've got to put in all their information one by one. You do have to create their passwords for them. You could also upload a CSV file. If you're familiar with Excel, then that would be an acceptable thing to do. I didn't have much luck with it. I have students go ahead and register on their own. And so what they have to do is the screen that they first go to, and they have to search for my class. There's probably hundreds of thousands of classes on here, and if you're not very specific, you're going to have a ton of results. So I give them the exact name of my class, and they have to type it in exactly like that. And you can see actually a lot of other people have done that same thing. Normally, if you have, physical science, Bolivar, Missouri, you're going to be the only one with that. So anyway, that's how they find the class. So then they click on the class that they want to sign up for, and they choose register. Okay. And then when they go back to classes, it'll have that class here. And so, for example, this right here is a chemistry course, and there aren't any quizzes, but that is how they would find you and take the quizzes. Okay, so students all set up. Now you want to make a quiz. So you go to Quiz Manager, and you're going to choose New Quiz. Okay, so you'll go ahead and give it a title. You're going to give any special instructions. I usually only have one question per page, but you can decide the size of font. You can actually let kids have multiple attempts. So if you're using this just for a review, let them have 5 attempts, whatever. I just do the one because I do use it for a quiz. Then you can choose feedback, if you can have it after every question, you can have it after they've taken it the maximum amount of times, or you can say, hey, no, I never want them to know. Then when do you want to show them the correct answer? That's different from feedback. I'll show you that here in a minute. And you decide, and then do you want the quiz results emailed? I choose never because I can look those up, whenever I want. So I don't want them emailed to me. And so once you've done that, you go ahead and save it. And now you're ready for your questions. So let's see. You make a question. How do I create a QuizStar account? And then you can choose you can have multiple choice. It can be you have to choose multiple answers, true, false, or short answer, which is probably QuizStar doesn't grade those, so you'd have to grade those yourself. You can insert in special instructions if there's something unusual about this question. Here's where you'd give feedback. So if a kid gets it wrong, I'm going to say, remember to use your email, or just kind of like a hint. Okay. So then you say save and make new question, save and go to question list, whichever, and then you could make a new, oh shoot, I didn't fill in all my answers. But anyway, that's how you do that. Then once you have a quiz, you're still in Quiz Manager, you have all these options, and you can view the quiz, you can edit the quiz, you could get rid of the quiz, you can copy it and make it modified, make some changes for kids. Then you assign it right here. So if I want to assign this, I go ahead and select the class, and well, I'm not sure quite how to do that. I'll show you how I do it. I do something. Okay, let's say I go into my first hour and I want to assign a quiz. So that's how I do it. And then I pick out which quiz it is that I'm wanting them to do. And I assign it that way. So very easy. Then when you're ready to see your reports, go here. And so let's just take a look at one of my classes here, and you choose review it. And it's going to give you a lot of information. It shows you the breakdown of the scores. It shows you every student. It's what their grade was. And you can look at individual reports. If I wanted to look at a specific student and say, I want to know exactly what they missed and what they did, I can do that. It also analyzes the questions here, so if there's a bad question, like I can tell the things I did not prepare kids for, or maybe my answer key's wrong and I need to go back and correct something. So that's, what that is for. So that is an overview of QuizStar. I think it's a pretty cool program. Good luck.